ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scriptle Adapted. We are in our new studio home here in Larchmont Mamaroneck TV. This is awesome. My name is Kyote.
Hey guys, I'm Kate. Welcome back.
Guys, we are today, this show is going to be crazy. We are reviewing probably the biggest movie of the year and probably of 2016 as well. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Crazy. Now we have a guest here.
We do have a guest, a good friend of ours.
His name is Giancarlo.
Hey guys.
Super fan here. We brought him in to give us some insight on what he thought about the movie and some good stuff like that. But before we get into this, there was a little thing that we did. Oh, well, you were trying to watch the movies. She's never seen them, by the way.
It wasn't too successful. Check this out, guys.
I am so excited you're finally watching Star Wars. This is great. You're going to love it.
I'm sure I will.
Did you know that George Lucas thought that this movie was going to flop, so he took vacation to Hawaii with Steven Spielberg?
No, I didn't know that. Babe,
R2-D2 was supposed to speak English in this movie and have a foul mouth. Crazy. Cursing and everything.
Jesus. Babe, listen, I just
Wait, this is a really good one. Mark Hamill himself, Luke Skywalker, busted a blood vessel in his head filming the trash compactor scene. Did you know that?
Really?
Did you know that?
I didn't. But listen, I'd really like some more.
Wait, the movie's about to start. The movie. So, all right. About that, I was just really excited for you to see that.
I know you were. I know.
Why would you start with the prequels? Well, you should start with the originals.
I did. You know, it's tough. Halfway through it, I realized that it probably wasn't going to benefit me, so we needed to start fresh. We needed to start over, and we started with episode 4. So.
She did well.
I did well. I made it through.
I
loved Return of the Jedi. I thought that, to me, that was my favorite one. And I thought I had a pretty good head start for The Force Awakens.
Okay. Well, listen,
but
guys.
let's get
We're
started.
gonna hop right into this because there's a lot to talk about. Let's get into some characters.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, folks, just an FYI, this is a major spoiler show.
Yes,
We're gonna
it is.
ruin.
Spoiler alert.
We're gonna ruin a lot of this stuff for you if this is the first time you haven't even seen it yet. Just FYI, spoiler. Okay. Let's get into some characters. By far, my favorite character of the movie was Kylo Ren. But gee, what do you think?
My favorite, I would say, Poe Dameron was pretty awesome.
Okay.
Pretty awesome. First Hispanic lead in the Star Wars film, by the way. He's Guatemalan, the actor. I thought he killed it as the best resistance fighter in the galaxy, and I thought he was pretty cool. Though his role wasn't as big as I thought it would be.
It wasn't.
But he had a good beginning.
Yeah.
In the middle, he was absent. It was mostly about Rey and Finn, and then they caught up back to him when they rescued him at the castle. So.
That's true. I mean, listen, he was awesome. He was a great character. I feel like he still will be developed as the movies progress. But great actor, number one. I mean, he filled the role.
It was.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got to get back to my boy Kylo.
Okay.
Kylo killed it. I love this character. I
Awesome.
love that there's major stuff there with his development. As far as, we already know who he is.
Yes.
I mean, he's the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia, but now General Leia. And he's the grandson of none other than Darth Vader. Great development as far as his character has. Great fight scene at the end. The fight scene between him and Finn and Rey.
And even him and Han Solo. I mean, it was just a typical good versus evil and how you can totally lose somebody. And he was, I think, just in terms of actor, I think Adam Driver was an amazing actor. I thought he was great.
Him from Girls, that show Girls. I've never seen Girls, but I heard he was on it, and I heard he was really good in that.
I thought the character was very in-depth. Like I said, I thought Adam Driver was great.
Right.
Yeah, and I think he was one of my favorite characters.
Guys, we got to talk about the two leads.
Of course.
Finn and Rey.
Of course.
And Rey, Daisy Ridley and John Boyega, I thought they killed it. They had great chemistry.
Yes.
They were like best friends right off the bat. Finn, I really liked him because he represents the everyman in the movie. He's not a great shot. He's not a pilot. He's not a Jedi. He's not a lot of things. He's just a normal guy. Trying to do his job, doesn't agree with his job, turns against it, and he's funny. He was hilarious. Great actor. Very charismatic. I really liked him a lot.
Nice.
Speaking of hilarious, let's cut to a minute because I think there was a lot of different comic relief in this film that you don't. I mean, I've only seen episode 4, 5, and 6, but I didn't get that comedy. I didn't get that comic relief in those films. So to have this film, and the comedy was so natural. It just flowed, especially from John Boyega. Like, there were so many funny quips and just happened so quickly.
Well, he's a naturally good, talented actor. It was, like, you could just tell
it lightened the film, and I think it was needed because it brought a different approach to it, you know? I loved it. I thought the comedy was great, and that's what John Boyega was really good at. Yeah, totally.
Now, we talked about Finn a little bit. Now, Rey's character, another character that's going to have a lot of depth. We definitely know this character is going to go on.
Major female lead.
Major female lead. She's obvious. Spoiler alert. She is a
Jedi. She's Force sensitive.
Force sensitive.
Jedi yet.
Not Jedi yet. She meets Luke.
She meets Luke at the end. Yeah, big spoiler alert.
Major spoiler. Hope you guys see it.
And,
sorry, guys.
But she's also she's kind of like the opposite of Finn. She's more serious. She's very skilled. She's a pilot. She's a scavenger. She's a survivor. She's like climbing all the time, like a rock climber practically when she's scaling. And she can work a lightsaber. She works the lightsaber because she's so good at working her staff in the beginning of the movie. She's a fighter. She's a very skilled female lead, and we really don't see a lot of that in movies.
And you don't see that. And that's what I thought was awesome about this is that you have really your first female lead Jedi. Finally. In the film.
It was so weird for me to see Han Solo because, I mean, you know, Harrison Ford as Han Solo because he's just so old.
Like, it was so cool.
I mean, it was so weird.
It's cool seeing him back. So cool. It's a little sad seeing him old. But he still got it, I thought.
But he still got it.
He did.
You know, and Harrison scenes or Han Solo scenes, they were just great. Like, you'll remember them because, you know, he's in a good part of the film. But
he's practically the third lead.
He's
almost.
practically the third lead.
Is.
Him and Chewie show up, and the crowd in the theater just was like clapping, and they loved it. We talked about some characters. Let's get into some real technical stuff as far as J.J. Abrams directing this, leading the film with his visual sense, his storytelling, his style. He's got ILM behind him with the visual effects, which were beautiful, crisp, just like what J.J. Abrams does.
I love J.J. Abrams' directing style. I think he's clean, he's crisp. He really has the actor nail the scene, has them wear a lot of emotion on their face, which, you know, like you said, it was animated. They were really into it. I loved him. I love him as a director. I love a lot of his stuff. Like you said, Super 8 was great. And I think Star Trek, you know, also was, and it was totally him. Like, he has a look to his directing style, as some directors
actually
do.
Actually, kind of felt like he held back some stuff.
Well,
like,
I was going to say that.
He held back some stuff because he didn't want
it
to make it too much J.J. Abrams. For example, the lens flares.
The lens flares.
That lens flares were crazy in Super 8. At night, there was one light bulb in the background. It was across the screen. Like, there's a whole flare from like some kid's flashlight.
I'm not gonna lie. Star Trek, I do like that.
It makes sense because it's a futuristic-y thing.
Yeah.
The lens flare really actually complements the movie, like making it look very futuristic-y. And with Star Wars, I'm sorry, he definitely held back on that. He actually said in an interview,
I said that to him.
His wife was watching a cut of the film with him, and she's like, "You need to cut back on the lens flares in this scene because it's way too much. That's too much. Too JJ. A little too JJ.
A little too
I mean,
JJ.
listen, guys.
I did say that though, didn't I say that? I
No
was like,
lens
I didn't
flare.
really see his blue lens
I like that a
flare.
lot.
Like,
I was really worried about that. I was really worried about it. He would Hollywoodize it too much.
He would Hollywood,
Yeah.
he would Hollywood. But listen, the lens flare is cool. I like it, but
not for Star Wars.
But not for Star Wars. I would
especially if you want to match the originals, because you know they shot on regular film. It wasn't digital. Like the prequels, episode 2 and 3 were actually digital.
That's
but obviously, like the originals, this new one was on film.
Yeah.
Well, guys, listen, the music.
Oh, the music. Well,
I actually.
I have an opinion about the music.
The music was okay.
It was just okay.
Yes.
A little above average. I mean, it's John Williams. Everything he does is amazing.
I thought Kylo Ren's, whatever was supposed to be Kylo Ren's theme, was a little amateur.
I don't even remember it. I don't even remember it.
You don't remember it because it wasn't that.
I said to Coyote
that strong as a
John Williams, first of all, is an amazing director. If some of you don't know, he's kind of used from Steven Spielberg. You know, he's used on a lot of their films. The music in the old Star Wars that I watched was too much for me. For me, I didn't say it wasn't good. I didn't say it wasn't good. I said it was too much.
You're gonna get a lot of
comments on the comment section for that one, because you're probably the only person who thinks about
that. That's what the show is about. No. I don't mean it was hard to listen to. What I'm saying is that it was constant. And in this movie, I didn't think it was enough. So I think that they have to find a middle ground somewhere, because I just kind of was like, oh, like, where's the theme music? You know, like, it wasn't enough.
I felt like the music was its best when it was calling back to old music from the old movie.
Yes.
When the Millennium Falcon made its first appearance.
Yes.
You heard the and then back to their new music. When Rey, by the way, when she got the lightsaber at the end, right where she's about to fight Kylo Ren, Luke's theme song plays. Luke's theme song plays when she gets the lightsaber. And it's very noticeable.
It's very noticeable.
It's very loud and noticeable.
And that makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. But I think they need to find a balance, because I was kind of yearning for more, and I kind of had to say, are you really yearning for more? Because 3 days ago when you were watching the old film, it was kind of like, oh my God, enough already. I can't take it anymore. And I love John Williams. I think he's an amazing composer. But yeah, I mean, that was really our sum up. The three of us loved the movie. Giancarlo has seen it now 3 times.
3 times, 4 times tomorrow.
I can't say the same for myself. But as we always say, guys, check out all our social media, Facebook, YouTube. We'll be putting our little plug in at the end of the show.
Quick final grade.
Yeah.
Start with you, Kate.
I would definitely say an A.
A.
Oh. I give it a solid A.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say B.
That's what I thought.
I was going to say B.
I was sweating there for a second.
I just give it an A too, even though I felt like you guys didn't like it as much as I did.
I didn't say A+. I
said solid A. Very strong A.
Almost
an A+, but the music thing, and also we didn't get to talk about Captain Phasma, very underrated, but she will be used in the future. Obviously, this movie sets up so much for what's to come. Big things are to come from this, obviously. I give it an A, almost an A+.
Yeah. Guys, that is Star Wars The Force Awakens here at Scriptle Adapted.
And as we like to say, please always support your local arts, especially we have independent film places, you know, Jacob Burns in Pleasantville. Tune in to see our show. You can tune in to LMC-TV if you're a resident of Larchmont or Mamaroneck. And you can check it out on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Take care, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, G. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
We're good, yeah.